Welcome to LC Screen Talk. My name is Larry, and this is my review of Get Hard. So, I've got to be honest, I am not the biggest fan of Kevin Hart or Will Ferrell. So, while some people were jumping up and down with glee over the idea of these two comedians working together, I was very meh. And the movie ended up as a very mixed bag, and not really in a good way. So let's just jump in to what the movie gets right. Well, the movie accomplishes its main goal because it will make you laugh. I can almost guarantee you'll laugh at least once, a good hearty laugh in the film, and there is a very good chance that you will laugh more than just one nice laugh in the movies. I thought it was pretty consistently funny, and there are some really funny gags throughout. So, it will keep you entertained, you won't be bored, and you kind of feel a lighthearted good time. But we'll get back to the word kinda in just a moment. And the reason that it's so funny is left up to the two stars I just said I don't really love. And that's Kevin Hart and Will Ferrell are both bringing their A game. Kevin Hart is doing what Kevin Hart does best, and he's using the things that I usually find annoying and his shortcomings to his advantage and really working them. Will Ferrell stole the show for me. I thought he was the funnier of the two, and again, he's using what he has, he's bringing out the arsenal, and they're both just at the top of their comedic games here. Is this the best of either of their movies solo? No. But for somebody who doesn't enjoy either comedian by themselves very often, this was a pleasant surprise to see them so funny together. Now, I do have a couple more positives, but I'm just going to jump into the negatives and get to those positives when they arrive. So, while this movie overall accomplishes the goal of being funny, and it's generally a good time and makes you laugh, I had a lot of problems with Get Hard. And they all have to do with messaging, portrayal, and just basic social justice, and the right way to show people in films. This isn't how you represent folks. Kevin Hart is on a roll. I'm starting to think he has some sort of gay transfixion because yet again, homophobia is running rampant in one of his movies. It's so thick and in your face here, it's impossible to ignore. Beyond the fact that we're talking about jail, and you get the very obvious jail, prison, rape jokes constantly, and the gayness that goes on with prison rape constantly throughout the movie, we're given much more offensive material. One of which is where Kevin Hart blatantly portrays a gay feminine male in prison and calls him a woman, saying he can be a woman, just a straight up female like gay man in prison wanting to get raped. And it just is, it was annoying and it was not funny. And then gay men are later portrayed as predators, as these scary things that straight men and everybody else needs to be scared of and shun. And being gay is still played as a joke throughout. It's never taken seriously, it's never given validation. One of the characters slightly is redeemed, but overall, yet again, being feminine and being gay is seen as nothing but a joke. And I'm just getting so sick of it in these comedies, and especially from Kevin Hart's films. Can we move past it, Kevin? But women, don't you run too fast, because you're not off the hook either. With the exception of literally one female character, all of them are terrible in this movie. This movie literally says women are gold diggers and there to shake their boobs and butts for men. That's it. We have gratuitous female nudity scenes and one gratuitous male nudity scene. That was funny, but yet again, just re-emphasized how scared straight men are of being perceived as gay. But back to women. It's just gratuitous female boobs out, butt shaking, twerking, and gold digging. And that's all that women are here. The one good female character just is kind of there and not given much screen time. And Hispanics, you're not off the hook either. Yet again, we're given the same old stereotypes that all that Hispanics are maids and gardeners and thugs. Yay! And I would say, here's the big difference between how Hispanics are portrayed and how black and whites are portrayed. The black characters have very negative stereotypes in here. Very negative. And so do the white characters. They're portrayed as just coming in and appropriating culture and acting a fool and being racist. And the difference is they at least have one, if not several, redeeming characters in the film. So while you see these bad stereotypes of these races, you also are given a couple of saving grace characters that kind of make up and show that the race is well-rounded. Hispanics, on the other hand, are shown in one light. They're not given this balance, so you're just shown this side of the scale, and the positive side is completely left off the board. So it just is so discouraging to see stuff like this. What I did like is the show of progress and acceptance that Will Ferrell's character goes throughout the film. He starts off very racist, and as you would expect, he slowly comes around and develops into a well-rounded character, and that he is thoughtful and he does research on some of the things he does. So while he's stupid and doesn't do the right thing, he's well-intentioned by the end. Kevin Hart doesn't play any sort of stereotype, and he is again another positive character, I think, for black men in film. He's something different, he's something unique, he's something that black men aren't usually allowed to portray in many, many different ways. But this movie is generic. It's a buddy movie, it's a fish out of water comedy, it's a black and white race comedy, and it's nothing really we haven't seen before. There are a lot of racial topics going on, a lot of hot spots, a lot of button pushing, and I think that overall the offensiveness that just is constant throughout the entire film undermines the fact that it could have been a really strong comedy. And it completely washes out the hilarious moments that we get to experience. So while it is funny, I cannot in good conscience recommend that you go see Get Hard in the theaters. I say rent it, and if you're just a huge fan for Kevin Hart and Will Ferrell, matinee it, please. So, that has been my review of Get Hard. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and click like down below and subscribe to the channel so you are always up to date on our latest videos. Also, join in on the conversation. Are you excited to see Get Hard? And who is your favorite comedian? Let me know in the comment section down below, or hit me up on Twitter. I love you all so much for your support. Mwah! Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!